Hey guys, what's going on?
What's up?
We're back.
Ooh. I'm Lewis.
Hey, I'm Andrew. This is Bass Now Radio,
Yes,
presented by Sunrise Bassin.
We need to get a real presented by one of these days. Like presented by somebody who's paying us to do it.
One of these days I won't be lazy and I'll put that as a button on here.
Yeah.
But I'm lazy.
What? What would the button be?
It'd be like presented by.
Oh, that would be
official
fancy.
voice. What do you think? We go fancy. Maybe for the classic.
Maybe once we get a real sponsor.
This is sponsored by
You.
Me.
And John Pope.
And John Pope. Legit John Pope.
What's up, John?
Thank you, John Pope, for paying for our new soundboard. I.e., he bought my lower unit.
Yep.
That was sitting in my living room.
That probably would have sat in your house for another 3 years.
Literally would have sat in my living room for forever.
Yep.
Just in the box.
Yep.
Because they didn't know what to do with it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well.
Totally true. So
now
how you guys doing? No. So we're a bass fishing podcast, and we haven't talked bass fishing, and we're like a minute in, so we should probably do that.
Yeah. That's how it usually goes.
Lots happened.
Been a busy week. Yeah. How was Lake Seminole? You have a good time down there?
Oh, Lake Seminole looked terrific from my couch. Terrific. I decided not to go. For any of you that didn't know. It was for those of you that don't know, the Southeast has just been demolished by rain. And I had concerns about whether or not they were going to cancel it and driving 8 hours there.
I thought they would. I really did.
And then 8 hours back because they canceled it. So I decided to save my time.
Yeah.
Because my time is worth a lot of money. And yeah.
I mean, when you were talking about potentially not going and we saw the practice days and it just wasn't lining up right. I don't blame you for not going to that one.
But I will say if I was in a happy world able to make it to our spot, in the conditions they had, we probably would have done well.
Yeah.
I just don't know if
you
we would have been floating by the time we got there.
You would have. You would have been floating with like 15 pounds in the boat, would have come in.
Like third?
Yeah. Fourth place. Yeah.
That's right.
You messed up there.
Yeah.
You messed up there.
Yeah. Well, mistakes were made. You know, what can you say? And we move on to the next one.
Yeah. So it's been a busy week in fishing. We've had the college
event
on Seminole. We've had the Bassmaster Elite Series
on the St. Johns River.
Yep. We've had
it's this continuum, the never-ending Major League Fishing tournament on Eufaula.
Yep. Which
feels like we've been watching for 9 years.
That's up to you to talk about. So get your phone ready for that because it's not my job.
Aye, Captain.
It's your job on this podcast. We were supposed to have, looking towards the future, we were supposed to have a Bassmaster Elite on Chickamauga. We do not. We'll get into that. We are going to have a Toyota series, which is the Costas.
The Toyota series.
The Costas.
That sounds so weird.
It really does. It really sounds very odd. That's on the St. John's this weekend.
Wait, please tell me it's the Toyota series presented by Toyota.
Probably.
That's amazing.
Probably. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we should have. Some of it, we'll get into it all. It's been a busy week.
Busy week in bass fishing.
The most notable thing that I just realized is that the team from Montevallo who finished in 10th, their first names are Weston and Wesley. You guys are awesome.
That's what we're taking away from this.
That is fantastic. You guys are the real winners here. I don't know if you tune in. I don't know either of you. That's awesome. Good for both of you.
Good for them.
Good. I know there's been teams that are like Jacob and Jacobs and blah blah blah. And that takes the cake. Weston and Wesley.
I just saw that Tristan McCormick is still fishing. I feel like he's been fishing for years.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys like that. There's a lot of guys. Yeah. But yeah, I guess on that note, we'll jump right into
Let's go into the college. What do we got?
FLW on Seminole.
Who potentially would have beat me? It's a team from Bethel, always.
Yeah. Well,
wait, did Bethel go 1, 2, 3?
No. Yes.
Don't say no. I see Bethel, and Bethel 1, 2, 3.
Bethel went 1, 2, 3.
Yo, Troy. Shout out to Troy University for
Yeah.
the 5th place finish.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Our guys over at Troy.
We happen to know a couple guys from Troy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think we met Dylan too. Did we meet
I
Dylan?
don't remember which one.
I think we met Dylan and
we were talking about Dylan Pugh.
Maybe
he's a good guy, cool guy.
He's a great guy.
We met him at Smith.
Yeah.
And
shout out to Troy. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. They have a really small club, so I'm happy for them.
Yeah. Bethel went 1, 2, 3. Cody Huff finished third because he does.
He's Cody Huff.
Brad Abelman and Wilson Smith finished first with 19 pounds, and then it dropped hard. I mean, there were 140 teams in this tournament, and 10 pounds, 14 ounces got you qualified. It was really tough, apparently.
I feel like this tournament is always tough.
It was good last year.
But it was still tough. It was like...
it took 16 to qualify out of like 100, I think 17.
That was like 13 or 14.
I think it was 16. Yeah, they called
I remember the year before.
The year before it
was
sucked.
Like, yeah,
the year we went.
So maybe it's on an every other year schedule. It'll be good every other year.
No, it's just us. It's just us.
Nah. Oh, you mean if we go?
Yeah, if we go, guys are just going to catch them.
Yeah.
When we don't
go,
the weights go way down, and it plays right into me when I don't go.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
it's a tragic thing right there.
It certainly is. But yeah, I mean, a lot. I mean, these tough tournaments, I mean, they really bring out. I don't know how it was won. I don't know. I think the weather conditions were windy and rainy.
Oh,
so I'm sure a lot of
wind.
I'm sure a lot of guys.
It was like blowing 20 at takeoff. I know that.
I'm sure a lot of guys.
I went on that morning and I'm like, I want to see if I made a good decision. It was like tracking like 20 miles an hour up the river.
I'm sure a lot of people couldn't get to their spots or didn't want to.
Yeah, I bet you half the people fished in the river like 5 miles from the ramp.
Right. But on that note, these really tough tournaments, I think, bring out the best. I mean, you got 3 guys from Bethel, which we all know, best school in fishing, save for a few names that you could argue. I think Bethel's, top of the line.
You got Brian in there.
My buddy Ethan Shaw, shout out to qualifying. Ethan and Thad, they qualified.
Connor and Cole qualified.
Connor and Cole from Brian qualified. I mean, a lot of really good fishermen.
Montevello's up there.
Yeah. Some really, I mean, these are all big names. I mean, there's probably only 2 or 3 names that I don't recognize right off the top of my
River
head.
Community College being one of them.
Yeah, that would be one of them.
Never heard of Poe.
But yeah, it seemed to be a really tough tournament, and it definitely brought out some really good fishermen, which doesn't surprise me. That's what tough tournaments do.
In the glare of your laptop, I read Polk.
Yeah.
As not Polk.
Okay.
Fuck.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, that's an interesting name for university. And I did that, and I'm like, oh, never mind. It was the glare.
Not the case. Not the case.
That's my win for the day.
Yeah, nice. Good.
But yeah, it was a tough tournament. Weather.
Yeah, it seemed really bad.
Like I said, the weather was crap that week.
Only 90 boats caught fish out of 140. So that's rough. Under 50 guys caught 5. Probably under 40 the way I'm looking at it.
But that's it. Or that's the start of the Southeast FLW Series tournament schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Next one for FLW Southeast for us is
Gunnersville, which is
unless you're fishing the
April
northern one,
24th.
We'll be going to. I'll be going to Smith Lake.
Yeah.
Definitely going there. I drove by it actually the other day.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
So the next up on college fishing, I think we got the FLW Championship and Smith same week.
Smith Lake.
So that's, I think, starts about a week and a half from now.
Yeah.
We'll start talking about all that. It doesn't start a week and a half. It starts 2 weeks from now. Guys will start going a week and a half from now. And then after that, FLW regular season picks up.
Yeah. Table
Rock Central Division, March 6th. And then there's a bunch in March, and it picks up. Got that Open coming up on the 17th of March. So things are starting to happen in the college world.
Things are heating up in college.
Yeah,
series.
college definitely starts a little slower. But there's stuff to do. There's fishing to be had. We'll talk about Smith and the Natty, I guess, next week.
Next week. Yeah.
Next week. Next Wednesday's episode. Weeks. We will be previewing them.
Whoa.
Will we be? I don't know.
The week after that.
I don't know.
It'll be on the show at some point. That's the gist of it. You're just going to keep tuning in.
Right.
And you're going to hear about it eventually.
Eventually you'll hear it. It might be 6 months late. You will hear about it.
No, we're pretty good about getting on stuff unless they drop it like a day after we release it. The episode, which happens. But hey, we actually learned about Chickamauga before we recorded this episode, which just usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah, we did a good job.
So,
what's the world of Bassmaster Elite series has been really interesting and exciting.
I gotta say, it was a good tournament. I enjoyed watching.
It sucked, but it was a great tournament.
Oh yeah, it was a terrible tournament.
Yeah,
those Florida bass really hate the weather right now.
Yeah,
absolutely hate it.
I won't lie, there were definitely some boring live coverage, not because of the coverage, but because of how slow it was. I mean, there was like hours at a time where guys would not catch a fish. Yeah. It was that tough.
Yeah.
It was really, really bad. We haven't seen a tournament like that in a long time. I mean, guys just really struggling to get bites.
Yeah.
But
I enjoyed the people that were in the top 10.
Yeah.
And that's why I was excited by it.
Like I was saying, the same thing applies to this. These really tough tournaments bring out really good fishermen. And I won't be surprised to see that a lot of the guys that fish in the top 20 this week are going to have great years. Because, I mean, that was a tough tournament.
Yeah.
Really.
And they were on it.
So before we even get into the tournament, we have to talk about how it started. Or how it didn't start.
How it didn't start.
Yeah.
See, it's amazing because once again, I was planning on Seminole being canceled.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been learning that as I go along, the college level, they couldn't give two craps. They're just like, send them anyway.
That's
not the case for the Elite Series. They postponed day one for wind.
That's not true.
Same amount of wind that we had at Seminole, by the way. Just saying. And then they postponed it again.
Yeah.
Which just led us to watch MLF, which we'll get into later.
You'll get into.
I'll get into later. Well, you'll get into later.
You'll get into.
I'll talk about it and you'll comment.
I have one thing to say about MLF, and that is it.
No, I can't wait to hear it. But then, thank God, the weather and the wind cleared.
Yeah.
And they were able to go fishing.
Yeah.
Well, some of them went fishing. The other ones went and did casting practice.
Yep.
But it was a pretty good tournament for those top 15 guys. They did okay.
The fish catches were really exciting because of how few and far between they were.
I will say, I guarantee you there was probably maybe 3 people in all the people signed up for fantasy fishing that were even close to the weight that they brought in.
Yeah. It took almost 15 a day to win this thing.
Yeah.
It would have, Paul Mueller caught 47.6 to win it. He would have won with 45, which is 15 a day.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll win on Norman right now.
And last year,
you might need more than that to win on Norman.
Last year, it was almost won at the Century Mark.
Yeah. 96, I think it's cut a day off.
All right, fine.
So
that's
after 3
still
days,
a lot more.
After 3 days, it was probably taking, I would say 65.
75.
65.
75.
No.
70.
No, because Rick Clunn caught 34 on the third day.
All right, fair. Good point. But still, yeah, he caught in the last day of the tournament almost
more than half of Paul Mueller's weight.
Finished in like 14th.
He would have finished in
with a 1 day wait
in the top 15. He would have finished in the top 15 with his 3rd day total.
So that just tells you how tough it was compared to last year.
Yeah. For his 4th day total.
But yeah, good old Paul won. John Cruz Jr. finished 2nd. Kelly J 3rd. Cliff Prince 4th. And then our homeboy.
Yeah.
Jake Whitaker.
Well, homeboy Cliff Prince, and that is his home place. But our homeboy, Jake Whitaker.
UNC Charlotte's homeboy, Jake Whitaker, coming in 5th.
Another Carolina boy, Matt Airy, 7th. Scott Canterbury, 6th.
Those of you listening, Jake Whitaker has a really cool giveaway going on right now on his Instagram page. You should go check it out. He's giving away some Biz Baits.
Sweet.
5 packs of Biz Baits and a $25 gift certificate. So
sweet.
You can go get yourself some Biz Baits on Jake's page.
Yeah.
It's at Jake_Whitaker.
There you go.
On Instagram. So
sweet.
Check it out.
Kyle Welcher, rookie. He had a really awesome week. He caught that 10-pounder, which was so cool to watch.
That thing was awesome.
That was an incredible video.
That was awesome.
A lot of guys that had good years last year, with the exception of Zaldane, unfortunately. Canterbury and Blaylock, both top 5 finishers in AOY.
Yeah.
Go top 10. Patrick Walters, hammer. I mean, I think he's just something about Patrick in the early season. That dude just catches them. Yeah, he really does. And then rounding out,
returning boy, Brandon Palaniuk came in 15th.
Yeah, not
a bad showing for first tournament back.
Definitely. And then just to highlight the fact that there were some really great fishermen that did terrible. Garrett Paquette, I think he had a top 10 finish in AOY, if not top 15. Zaldane, 80th. Who else is very notable?
Rick Clunn. Rick Clunn last year.
Guy who won it. Chris Johnston, 71st. Seth Fighter, 67th. Hunter Shryock, 66th. Austin Felix, who's supposed to be, come in and be a guy, 64th. Brock Mosley, 63rd. A lot of really, really good fishermen who really struggled in this one.
Yeah.
So, interesting. But it was like you either sucked or caught them, kind of.
I think it sucked for most people.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing I want to highlight. How about, what's his name? Brandon Lester, man. He had 0 on day 1.
Well, dang.
He's zeroed on day 1. Caught 20 pounds on day 2. Went from last place to 35th.
All right, Brandon.
That's a pretty dang solid way to rebound a points bomb, potentially. So, good on him.
But, yeah, it was
really exciting tournament.
I wouldn't say it's an amazing way to start the year, but it was a way to start the year.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, it was exciting in the way that, you didn't know what was going to happen. On the final day, anybody catches a 9, 10 pounder.
Everyone was one bite away from winning.
Yeah.
If you were in the cut, you were one bite away.
Yeah, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool.
It's good stuff, and I'm excited. I'm a little bummed. The Chickamauga has been canceled due to high water.
I have a comment on that.
Other stuff that I don't really understand.
Yeah.
Because what was it? What was the original date? Was it next week?
No, it was supposed to start tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So here's what I think.
That's fair then. That's fair.
Yeah.
I thought it started next week, and I was like, why'd they cancel it?
No, it's supposed to start tomorrow. What I think is that they announced it midway through the live show on Monday.
Uh-huh.
And my thought on that is when they originally moved the tournament a day up, that crammed the practice into 2 days or whatever for Chickamauga. Then they saw this weather. They figured guys are going to be driving. I think they just saw all the badness surrounding this tournament and said, you know what, let's just move her up. I could be wrong. It could be majority because of the weather.
Which is okay. It's just, it stinks because now we don't have another tournament till the Classic.
My opinion is that it was a combination. You know?
Yeah, it was probably a combination.
That's what I think.
I would say that it probably had more to do with the condensed schedule than it did with the weather.
Yeah, I think it was about half and half.
In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't take too long for to get back to normal pool if they got everything flowing properly. And the dams are working the way they should. Don't get me wrong. There are places that take forever to drain, but because they got problems with infrastructure.
I don't know. I think it was about half and half. I think they saw the weather, said, And then I think it's supposed to rain even more too.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that added
raining
to it.
the next couple of days.
Yeah, I think they're just
Here, so.
all around bad vibes.
And I think they might have had it had the St. John's River been a slugfest, but I don't think
end the day it was supposed to.
I don't think they want to have two kind of like semi-dud tournaments in a row.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
that's it. We won't see Bassmaster again until the Classic, unfortunately.
I am so
on the
excited.
Elite Series side, but the Classic is not too far away.
I am so excited.
We going to Gville.
I am so excited. Genuinely.
It's going to happen.
I was sitting in my room today watching old Classic videos, watching Super Sick stuff. I mean, I am just so pumped for the Classic. I can't wait to get into it. I don't know how we're going to record episodes because I'm going to be going from Florida to spring break to the Classic, but we're going to figure it out, and it's going to be a blast, and we're going to be there.
We're going to be there.
And
we're going to be recording. We're going to be having a lot of fun.
I'm really good at doing this. Advertising for another podcast.
Yes. What are you advertising?
Luke Duncan. I don't know if I told you about this or if you saw it. Luke Duncan, Low Budget Live. Low Budget Live.
At the Classic?
March 7th. There's a reason why he's doing it the 7th and not the 8th. So after day 2, the night after day 2, he's going to have Low Budget Live in Birmingham at a bar, live music at a bar, everybody hanging out, and I'm going.
That's amazing.
I'm going. I cannot wait. That's going to be a blast.
Can we advertise our podcast?
I was just going to say, maybe we could have a sign or something. I don't know how we'd get it going. But yeah, what's happening? Maybe we'll get cards or something to hand out at the Classic.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
We are going to be there.
Please come say hi.
But they're not going to, I know they're not doing it Sunday night because of Ike Live.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't announced it yet. I hope he announces it soon.
But you'll be at Ike Live. I will not be at Ike Live.
I am going to party that weekend. I can't wait. That's my favorite weekend of the year. It really is.
When you're at the Ike Live party, I'll be approximately 18 hours into like a 22-hour drive.
There you go. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be a blast.
But we'll get into more Classic stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what we can announce. This is good.
Whoa. What are we announcing?
We're going to announce who's leading.
Oh, yeah. Week 1 of the Bass Now Radio Fantasy League has come to a close. We have a leader. Congratulations, Craig Connell. Craig, our good friend Craig is in the lead. I'm coming for you, buddy. I'm coming for you. I got to beat Craig.
Our buddy Trevor Topkin is number 2, and Kentucky Slaunch Hunter is number 3. So we got 2 buddies in the top 3, and Kentucky Slaunch Hunter, which will be a buddy, he is 3rd. I don't know his name other than B Stone Cipher. So
hey.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, man. We got some good.
And 3rd from last.
You. Yeah.
Me.
That's right. You're beating Ryan Garrity.
I am beating Ryan Garrity.
Good old Ryan Garrity.
He's second to last.
From ECU.
You hate to see it.
But yeah, it's I'm once again I'm excited for the Classic, but I'm a little bummed we don't get a tournament till then.
Yeah, me too. Well, what we do have is we have this FLW series coming up this weekend. On the St. John's. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be fun. Or no, not the FLW series. The Toyota FLW series.
The Toyota FLW. Say it right.
On the St. John's. It's going to happen this weekend. We're excited. Who knows? I mean, all the Elite Series guys said it's going to happen this week. So I'm kind of expecting big things out of this tournament.
I don't know. The weather's still kind of funky. I wouldn't say it's going to be.
I don't know. They all the Elite guys said they're coming, so I'm hoping they do, and I'm so hoping we see a slugfest out of this tournament.
We'll see.
See some giant bags, which we might.
I'm not holding out hope.
And then we have the week before, so we'll be talking about this more next week. The Tackle Warehouse Pro Series. I can't get
Pro Circuit
all this shit together. I really can't.
On Harris Chain.
Yeah, the Pro Circuit's on Harris Chain. So we got 2.
Good idea what the FLW College National Championship is going to be won with.
I'm either going to watch none of it or all of it. I haven't decided yet. But we got those coming up. So We'll have that holding us over.
Holding us over.
Yeah.
Until we have another college event.
That's right.
We actually have.
And the classic.
This may be the first time there's 2 college events.
On the same weekend?
On the same weekend.
There might have been a regional some other time.
Oh, I'm sure there's a regional.
I would
this
bet.
is like a big, two big national tournaments at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be.
We're gonna have the ability to talk to people from both. I'll be at Florida. We got a bunch of guys going to Smith.
Yeah. Oh, we got a lot of guys.
We'll have
going
opinions on everything.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a good.
My opinions will be bad ones, but opinions nonetheless.
I'll take any opinion.
That's what we like to hear. So will the people, because they don't have an option.
Well, no, they have an option. They could just shut it off.
They could just shut it off. This is true. This is very
like
true.
3 people just shut it off. Right now, I guarantee you.
Yeah. Said screw this. So at this point, I'll let you. I'll hand the mic over to you.
I don't know why you're doing that.
There you go. Go.
So then the other big pro thing going on, MLF series on Lake Eufaula, which was supposed to be a great lake. I had high hopes, and it's kind of been trash.
You have not been watching.
Kind of been trash from everywhere. I have not. That's the other thing. I've only watched 2 or 3 days. I know a couple guys have caught them real good, which is good because they didn't the first day. I know, we watched it.
All right. In the spirit of covering this pod, they whacked them the last 2 days.
Did they?
They whacked them.
Good for them.
Yeah, that's all I'll say. Really good.
The only 2 things I know about MLF was the first day, it was one in the same spot. Like 4 guys fished the same spot the whole day.
All I care
We
about
know that because we watched it.
Are the notable 5 bass limits that happened. Jordan Lee had 31 today for 5.
Woo!
Yesterday, Ike had, I want to say like 25, 26-ish in there. And then I don't care about anybody else. Like I didn't pay any attention.
Well, anyways,
and Adrian Avina had a cool fish catch.
Then the only other thing that I know about is the Adrian Avina fish catch.
Yeah. Which
if you watched it was amazing. I haven't watched it with volume. I watched it in class earlier. But essentially he got hung up with a fish on and then jumped
If you
in
didn't
the lake
watch it.
to get it.
Yeah. Look up Adrian Avina MLF. It'll come right up.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. There's the one perk of MLF is that we do get kind of funny moments like that we wouldn't get in bass.
Yeah.
Because you'd be disqualified if you did that.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. That looked cold. I don't know how Adrian felt.
Yeah.
After that, I would have been freezing my ass off.
Yeah.
After jumping in a very cold lake on a semi-warm day, I guess, down there. And, they go to the championship round tomorrow, I believe.
Yes. The one thing I did want to mention.
I'm sorry, today.
Yeah. Is it?
Yes, today.
Oh, because because
you're listening on a Wednesday.
Right.
Yeah, they're in
because
championship.
FLW or MLF is
right
to
now,
screw up our listening releasing schedule.
I bet you they're weighing in. Sorry, I bet you
there's nothing good about
MLF. Awards ceremony right now as this
There's
drops.
nothing good. And you know
can go turn it on.
You know how many people are going to watch that ceremony?
Because it's better.
Nobody's going to watch that ceremony. They're going to be listening to Bass Now Radio.
I never understand how MLF, what do they do for a weigh-in thing? Like, people go. I see the Instagram post. People go. What do you do? It's like people just walk on stage. Yeah, that's how my day went.
Did you happen
to watched it on TV, but I'm going to tell you about it anyways.
Did you happen to see how many people were at the St. John's?
No.
There was a crowd on day 3.
Yeah, that's good.
Crowd. Yeah, it was awesome.
Happy for him.
But the one thing I do want to mention is that Ike pulled a Brandon Lester. He zeroed day 1 and had like 26 or 27 on day 2. Made the cut. Our man. Our guy. Very excited. Very excited.
Ike. I hear he was holding a fish wrong. That was the other thing. I saw a couple memes.
Yeah, there has been some stuff
he
about
held
that.
the fish wrong. Do better.
But he's Ike. Yeah, he won't get a penalty for that. But if its tail touched the carpet for a half of a second,
yeah, maybe MLS should look into that.
It's so stupid.
If you hold the fish wrong, you should Technically, that's probably worse for the fish than a
it's
tail
100% worse
touching
for the fish.
carpet.
It's 100% worse for the fish. But you
Food
can't
for thought.
explain to the people back home who are going to be more marketing, more viewers. You can't explain to them that that's going to hurt them. You can explain them that if they hit the carpet, their slime coat's going to be gone.
It's pretty easy to explain. The lateral line should always stay lateral and not kinked.
It's all about marketing and money because Boy Duck, it sucks. You heard it here first.
I don't think they heard it here first.
You're right. They didn't hear it here first.
I'm pretty sure
that's
they've...
exactly my point.
One, I'm pretty sure they've heard it elsewhere. And two, I'm pretty sure you've said it at least 5 times now on this podcast.
Right,
so.
but it was here that they heard it first. It was, in fact, here. Oh, Lord.
But yeah, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cool. Yeah.
I got bored.
It's very...
I'm going to be honest. I watched Bass Live the other day when they weren't catching shit. And I thought it was better than MLF when they were catching stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to... We made a very...
Now that I'm here and I'm talking about MLF...
We made a very, we noticed something weird when we were watching the other day, on the first day. They never show the whole fish catch.
Right. That's one thing.
They show 3/4 of it.
They never show the hook set, which is all I want to see. I don't know about you guys, but when I watch a fishing video, my favorite thing to look for is to look for the guy's rod tip and watch him get the bite and then see the hook set. I think that's the coolest thing to look for.
Yeah, well, that 10-pound hook set was sick.
Yeah.
That was cool.
The mat exploded. But I don't know how else to put it. The commentary
it's brutal.
for MLF is atrocious. I'm sorry.
It's terrible.
This isn't even biased me not liking MLF. It's horrendous commentary.
Like this video if you want to see us do a live reaction video to an MLF show.
My God.
Because it would
Share this video
because I can't track
We can't track shares.
It. If you want us to do a live reaction video.
What's the number?
To an MLF.
How many likes do we want?
10 likes.
Wow. Low.
Yeah.
10 likes. All right.
I want to do it.
He wants to do it, folks.
Nice ceiling. 10. We do the reaction video. It's going to be epic.
It's the commentary is so bad. It is not watch. I can't watch it.
You should watch it on
it's
mute.
Unwatchable.
If you want to watch it on mute.
It is absolutely unwatchable.
It's like someone commentating baseball.
What's that one guy's name?
And all they do is play golf.
What's his name?
I don't know. The only one I know is Marty Stone. And
Stone and JT Kenny are okay.
JT Kenny's the best.
JT Kenny's a little bit cringy. Stone is so monotone.
I don't mind JT Kenny.
It's his Chad. Freaking Chad.
He's Chad.
Horrible. And JT Kenny has to impulsively laugh, and Marty Stone does too. It's bad. I actually don't like JT Kenny that much. I like him as a guy. I think he's terrible at commentating. I think Stone is boring, but the most knowledgeable. He says the most normal stuff. And Chad's just horrendous. He's hard to listen to.
Yeah, they do commentators.
Really hard to listen to.
What if
anybody.
we reach out, we could be hired. We
anybody.
could be the commentators.
I don't care. Get my sister. She'd do a better job. Shout out, Rose.
Anyways, yeah, they're struggling
so bad. If you follow me on Instagram, you had a good laugh over it.
Yeah. If you got a live preview of what the video could be if you follow either him or I or Tyler Laurel on Instagram, because we were kind of posting about it the whole time.
I think we really need to do that video, and I think you guys really need to like this thing and get us 10 likes.
10 likes.
That's it. It's very low.
We should do it.
It's extremely low. I might like it myself on 5 different accounts just so I can do it.
We got to wait for the next tournament.
Golly. But yeah.
Don't even know when that is.
Can we end on that note?
Yeah, let's end on that note. We'll be back next week with more news.
Yeah, we'll be getting into the college stuff. We'll talk about the Toyota series.
Some of the college stuff and all that's going on.
Classic will be a week and a half out, which is 2 weeks freaking out. Crazy. Get out of here.
You don't even know how to tell time.
You're entirely correct.
A week and a half. You'll be in Florida in a week and a half.
You don't even know how to tell time. Thanks. But true.
Anyways, share. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, guys.
Tight lines.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you next week.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.